Hey, how you doing, Pisces? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your month ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Or your week ahead, should I say. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. So just want to say thank you to you all who have liked, commented, and subscribed to this channel so far. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So what's going on with Pisces? Pisces is not given any time to wonder what's going on, but it does say you wonder what's going on a lot. And it does say you may feel like things are going on, but it doesn't say many times over you wonder. It's just that you want to know. It does say caution is there for people that keep commenting or even using their mind to speak about you. Many times over you really agree with some but not all. Okay, could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Scorpio or air sign. So sometimes you really look forward to blessings come, but it doesn't always come early. You've got to wonder when it's going to come or how you can take the time to convince yourself that good karma is coming. Working on loyalties or even friendships or even banishing out problematic situations couldn't be any better, as this time now is going to be blessed for you to convince yourself that it will happen. Okay. Could be taking the opportunity with a job or some money here. It says one of these days you'll see blessings come. Not right now, but people are still robbing other people of their joy or happiness, or under scrutiny or attacking each other. It doesn't say it's very nice, but people are there warning each other not to speak or say anything, or even see each other under harm, or even see each other is harmed. Warning signs are there for everyone to stop harming each other. Okay, check out Taurus's reading. Also, if you want to know what's going on with the energy, check out Gemini's reading, maybe even Capricorns, maybe Virgos. Check out whatever resonates with you. Okay, so let's see what else is going on for Pisces. Pisces does good on their own. Sometimes you realize that you have to help yourself. No one is stressed more than you, or maybe even a legal matter pending, or even problems with you, feeling like problems could come anytime. It does say you wonder who's moving forward and how they're moving forward, and what are they doing to serve you or gift you or even love you or support you. Could be dealing with Scorpio, Cancerian, or a air sign or earth sign. Does say you feel like you don't want no problems, and you feel like you have stressed enough and held back your feelings for far too long. Don't want to know absolutely everything, but want to hear that good things can come. Okay, so you could be cancelling out some energies, you know, not wanting to hold on to judgment or people talking to you about negative vibes or bad news. It does say you wonder which way things are going, and you realize that things could change, or even believe that female energy could get better for you, or even family energy could get better for you, or even nonsense people around you could stop giving you bad news. Okay, there is some feline energy that wants to nurse a no nonsense policy, or even feel like they have things to do or even sort out. There is feminine energy that can help you and even can communicate things in a good way if you try to understand where it's coming from, instead of looking at it like it's a positive or a negative. Just understanding which way it can go can solve the situation, but wondering how you can do this is not so important as a nine-minded person or a woman that's scared or even worth trying to work with. It says some of you guys are dealing with females that are under the weather or scared or not even feeling that great about themselves right now, and wonder if this is going to troll your mind all the time. Okay, it does say there is some wishes as well for the justice of, you know, being happy possibly and feeling confident in a relationship. It's also wondering if you can support people right now that can help them and give them good karma. It does say many of you want to know that you can do this, but some of you are not, and some of you realize that you want more time or effort spent alone, or maybe even with family or friends or people that do know you or want you to be pleased. Okay, you could be working with the law or working with government officials or working with practitioners or working with third parties or even people that can solve your problems for you. There is some things that you want to warn yourself is going on in the world, or maybe even close out situations that are not helpful to you. Okay, could be dealing with an earth sign, a Capricorn. There is some feline energy that you feel like is not going to help you. It does say problematic situations are going to cause you concern if you don't believe that good karma can come. Could be dealing with a fire sign, a Virgo, maybe another water sign, or a Sagittarius. It does say sorting out females right now is something you want to do, or feminine energy. Does say when it happens you'll see blessings come, but warning signs are still there that it hasn't taken place yet. Okay, could be reuniting with friends and family and having fun, but warning yourself that you still need to look into things that are going to make you feel blessed. It does say wanting to know everything is not going to solve the problem, but seeing how you can support yourself and give yourself better news is going to harm a family member. At times you have to figure out why it's harming them. It doesn't always say it's going to, but sometimes maybe you want too much from them, or you want something of yours and they don't have it. Possibly if you look down the wrong road, it's going to help you, and stop looking at someone that's not going to support you because they can't give you anything and they can't support you. It's not up to them. It's up to the person that you may want support from, but you poorly judge someone or maybe even put them down. At times you may even look at friends or family that like they're poorly judging you, or want to see that you're understood and may not feel like you are heard or understood. It does say wonderful things can come when you leave certain things alone, not stressed about things enough to leave it alone. Maybe want to see that friggin' things can happen for you, or maybe even work on something and not really see it can happen. I feel like someone's judging someone. Okay, could be a fire sign that's ready to break up, but not really right now. Does say someone is taming something there with some information here. It could be you, Pisces, that feels like something is changing or ended, and someone could have walked away, or you need to walk away. But it does say you are ready but not quite ready yet to break up from something or someone or something here. It does say when you feel like you want to speak, but you're not really seeing who's going to help you with something, and you wonder why it's not working. It does say Sagittarius is not going to be the answer, but Cancerian could help you understand things, or maybe even someone that does know what's going on more than you do. And it does sound like you do, Pisces, if you want to know more, but you don't really, if you don't offer your common sense to the ideas of a Scorpio. It does say blessings are there for you to count your blessings and see that problems will never sit well with you all the time. You have to see where Cancerian is going or why they don't want to change. At times you see that they don't want to move past something or don't want to hear you. At times you don't want to hear them, but when are you going to resist the situation and let it go? Says never mind who judged you or put you first or last. Someone here needs to see that blessings are coming, and not really seeing problematic situations are going to be the answer. Blessings can come to you when you deal with someone here that does love you, and it does say that a dad or a mum didn't really treat you very well, or some of you are going through this, and most of all, people don't want to hear that it's always going to be the case. Ideally, you have to see why you have to harm yourself at times when you're not reading into the situation or looking at it with firm opinions of yours or someone else's, or maybe even noticing that it's not time. It's just not time. Maybe it's not time for you to feel like you are leaving something out, or even going broke. For some of you guys, you just don't want to be broke, and you don't want to be single, or you don't want to be unloved, or you don't want to be unheard, so you'd rather hang around with people that really do truly look at you or pay attention to you or gift you. But it doesn't say that they're always going to be good friends to you. Some of you are really judging who's who right now, and who's doing what, and where they're going, and what's going on with them, and how can they communicate with you, or even support you, or even sponsor you with ideas. Does say that you look forward to blessings coming. You wonder when it's going to happen and who's going to give it to you and how it's going to come to you. It says not so long ago, people realized this also, not just you, but many of them are dealing with stress and mostly want to see detrimental problems come to someone else. It doesn't say bad news for you to feel like you can walk away, though. It does say that you have to walk away and leave the situation to unfold, or let the Leo or a negative mind game feel like they can leave you alone. It says someone here feels like they haven't been bad to you, but you realize that they're always giving you good karma and never gave you good karma too. At times you feel like, when are you going to be the only one that has the brains? Okay, maybe you can't always feel like that though, Pisces. You're not always going to be the one that has the brains. There's other people with brains too. Okay. It does say some of you guys really believe that you know everything, or you want to know everything, or you need to know everything, but trying to harm someone is not going to be the answer to get the answers from them. It does say you have to be honest with yourself and stop believing that bad news is coming to a Leo, or maybe even taming something there to see that blessings can come to someone. It does say warning signs are there for you to steal the energies or attack someone. It says harm is not really the answer, or even blaming them or cursing them, or even tidying up your mind to say, well, I did something, but now it's not even working in my favor. It says it can work as long as you change the outcome or the situation. So some of you are dealing with things beyond your control, possibly not seeing everyone's ideas or information or perspective, but some of you are dealing with where it's going or how it can move forward, and wanting to know that you can push on and make sure people see where things are going. It says lying down next to someone is going to be best friended energy for you right now, possibly wanting to know you can marry them, or even communicate that you love them. Some of you want to know that you are loved and married. Some of you want to know that you are dressed well and looking great. Some of you guys are looking forward to best friend energy and don't really care or stress about the situation. Some of you are feeling like best friend energy is coming to you with females, or even father figures, or even parents, or even gentle mental people that don't really understand you very well. But it does say warning signs are there for you always, Pisces, when you don't get the gist. It does say sometimes you realize that you're always in an enemy energy with something or someone. At times you don't realize it, or who to trust, or who to blame, or who's going to help you, or even who's going to grant you wishes with your mum or your dad or a family member. Okay. It says sometimes you realize you've just got to live out this drama and make sure that you move past it. Some of you don't know which way to go to get the help though, or maybe even to see how it's going to come about. Not really wanting to at times. You steal the energy of other people's, or maybe they do with you, and at times they really don't know how to support their ideas or even push forward with forces beyond their control. Sometimes they can't give themselves bad news, and they really harm each other doing this. It does say when Wednesday is something that you want to work on, maybe even a Thursday or a Friday. Some of you guys need to work on a Saturday, or maybe even study on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or even Friday will be beneficial to someone. It does say someone here wants to know which days someone is working and not working, so they can work on which way something's going. It does say when this person does speak to you, they're not going to help you, but they're going to see that you're not really blaming them or blessing them. You're going to have something on them, or they're having something on you. Okay, so someone wants to take some information on someone here. It does say someone wants to know too much about someone's work or their business, or even what's going on with them in their mind. Someone here looks forward to blessings or doesn't know how to ask a question. Really need to know what's going on with a person so they can cause concern or maybe even attack them. It does say bye. I don't want to hear that you're constantly coming to me to find ways to abuse me and treat me bad. Could be dealing with a Libra or a Leo, or an air sign person, or maybe a father figure, or even a what's it called? I'm hearing Gemini could be there, but I'm also seeing that there could be a Virgo there. It does say some of you guys are forgiving someone and moving past it. Some of you guys really don't know how to forgive someone and move past the mental stress of someone else that's giving you bad news. They warn themselves that they can't speak, but they wonder which way they can go with their work, or even see that they have blamed no one. Okay. It does say some of you guys are dealing with bad news, with overall stress and people telling you off, or maybe even saying that you need to speak about certainly surprising someone, but can't speak about saying sorry, or even saying that you've tried with them. You may not want to harm them, but you wonder what's going on with them, and you hate what's going on with people right now dealing with you, or even telling you that you need to support your mind, and maybe even put this person down under your thumb and letting you know that they need to speak to you about it. It says God knows why you're doing that, because struggles obstacles are there for you to even get through or even understand what's happening. It does say when you speak about what you need, you're going to get all the help that you need to tidy up your mind, or say hello to someone, or even send them back to a person. It says some of you guys are murmuring with someone or something here, letting you know that you need to speak to someone to get involved with them. It does say when you realize it's not going to be you that needs to get involved with them, but a person that's pushing you to get involved with someone else to get involved with them, then they also know what's going on. It does say a Virgo could be the one that's trying to control things or even know things about you, or wants you to get involved with a person that's going to help you. It does say a water sign person could be even the person that you need to speak to or get in contact with to help you with something here. It does say someone here doesn't want to hear that they're not going through harm. It does say bad news for whoever's trying to harm me, because I realize I heard everything and I told you I'm not getting involved. When will you realize I'm not going to be put under a curse or a spell to help you or deal with your own stress or things that you feel like is going to work for you. It says you can look forward to bad news coming in your life, but when you see that you've spot someone else's life to harm them or even curse them, I'm not getting involved. You deal with your own wrath, or even people that you feel like should trial and error your life. Maybe you should look forward to that. It does say when you realize Scorpio is not having it, she's never going to give you a problem. She's always going to give you something for you to remember or think about, or why you need to stress them to get out more judgment or even tell you off about things that you've been doing to them. It says, poor you, if you feel like I'm going to help you. Judgment is there for me. I never wanted to serve you with bad news. Why do you always look for bad news from me to try and justify what you're doing? It says you forgot who you are. Sometimes I realize I'm not going to forget who you are. I know I can forget who you are though. So you both could be going through you know, arguments or even telepathic information here. It does say there's struggles when it comes to a decision or even some type of lies. Someone here doesn't even want to play fair with you, and you may not feel like they're playing fair with you, but it does say you don't warn yourself enough that you are playing fair with them. Are you doing the good thing or the bad thing to harm someone? Okay. It does say some of you are not going through the same thing, but some of you are dealing with a Cancerian. It's not them though. It does say it's them that's putting down spells, root work or magic, or talking about you, or mentally giving you stress, grief, or even HOE mentality, or someone telling you that you need to speak about what's going on with another person, or what's going on with the mind of yours, or how you've communicated to yourself about what you've seen or heard. Okay. It does look like there's some type of plans here ongoing here to communicate something, or maybe even cause for concerns for someone to get in trouble. Okay. It does say someone here has been nurturing, not knowing which way to go. Okay. Or has planted some seeds to reunite with someone. Okay. Maybe even look forward to karma coming, or worship something to communicate that there's shock brewing for someone here. Okay, it could be an earth sign person, okay, that wants to know that there's a shock coming with someone here. It does say breaking up a spell or some karma here wouldn't help or go amiss, but if you don't look at that, you're not going to see what's happening. It says someone's creating drama. Would I appreciate that I'm involved in the drama? I would never, but I realize I'm not going to get involved in you lot's mix up and your blend. Okay. All right, maybe this is you saying that. It could be an air sign saying that. It could be a Cancerian saying that. It could be a Scorpio saying that. It could be a Virgo saying that. But it does say someone here is blaming another person for why another person pissed another person off. It does say when she's pissed off, she doesn't want to help anyone. But warning, why does she not want to help you? Warning, why is she not gifting you? Warning, why is she not wanting to help you? Okay, so why is the Virgo not wanting to help you? Apparently it does say she realizes she's not going to help anyone, not one of you, all because of the water sign. But it doesn't say that she should put you underneath her thumb to say you don't get anything because of your mind, or maybe even the things that you've said. It says you have said these things, not anyone else. It doesn't say she said this to you directly, but it does say wonderful things have come from another person. It does say the water sign Cancerian has told me this, but he also is planting seeds to get you in your mind about something. Doesn't really want you to have anything, doesn't really want you to know this either, but you warn yourself you're not going to believe it, or you're going to believe it. Which way is it going? Because you try to warn yourself that this one's no good, or he's not going to help you, or he doesn't want you to have everything, but he does have many things that he never wanted you to know, and does have more than enough to serve himself and many times over help you. It does say blessings are coming to one weak woman In fact, the weak one that he thought was weak was never weak. And it does say when she realized she's not weak, she ain't weak. She just knows that she's not supporting any of you and you poorly judge her. It says many times over, when you see someone sinking into their mind about things and don't want to stress it anymore, you want to have love-making energy out there in the open or speak about her in a bad way. It says, when will you warn yourself that she's never going to speak to you again after you stole her mind or information that she divulged to you or gave to you, and you wonder if you can tell other people or gossip about her or make laughter. In fact, you want to laugh about her or even give her something to remember. Sexual energy is something that you blame yourself for in your mind and tell yourself that you want to gift to her. It does say bad news if you even look at a family member in that way, in disguise. It says some of you guys are dealing with incest problems, and it doesn't say it looks good on you. It does say blame is there though. Someone feels like you've got problems with many people looking at you like you've got a problem. It does say warning signs are all over you, and when are you going to realize that it's not going to be your fault? It does say troubles are there with people looking at me. It does say you realize people are looking at you everywhere. It does say Gemini energy is watching you or praying or cursing someone or even you. It says some of you are going through many times over trial and error with someone, and it doesn't say it's a bad thing, but it's also warning you not to speak about someone that has passed and maybe even look at what they have. It says some of you guys want to know what someone's got when they've died or even passed away, or even look at why you need to take from them. It says judgment is there for people like you. It says you always wanted to see what you could get from me, and I'm never going to give it to you. Okay, it does look like some of you guys could be judging someone or even an air sign person that wants to take from you when you've gone. It does say some of you guys are dealing with mental stress of this person and don't want to say it or even believe it's there, but you try to warn yourself it could be there. It does say sometimes you feel confident that it's not going to harm you and it's never going to give you bad news because you warn yourself that things could work out just fine if you deal with them, or even the legal problems brewing right now with the Virgo or even the Cancerian. It says problem with them is that they can't get enough support and they don't know who to support or even trust. Mindfully speaking, they've never helped you or never even wanted you to know what was going on. They have problems with you and want to know if they can spill the beans or even come to you and speak to you about things and don't know if they can support you in your mind. Maybe they feel like no one's going to help them, but letters are sent out to people and right now not knowing which way to send them. Brother energy is something that could support this, but maybe you don't want to speak about it. It says mind games are there right now. People want to see who's who and no one can't speak about what's going on. Someone needs to send out an address or even a letter to say that they know who's who. It says this man here doesn't know which way he's going. Poor useful Cancerian doesn't know who to trust. It says someone here is trying to work with him and doesn't know how to support him when he doesn't know who to trust and where to go with his family that don't speak to him. He will never get what it is that he thought he could get from us. It says us because we are everywhere trying to figure out who's to blame for someone that has lost their life and don't know how to support their mind with the things that they've wanted to give them. It says there's someone here that should have had a house, a personal person got in the way of that, and it says it's not good for the person to speak about it until they are seeing who's who. It says someone here is not giving up. It says it could be the Virgo that's not giving up, but it does say she knows she's not in a problem. She's got her mind at rest right now. She's filling out forms or trying to gift you and doesn't know where to send the gifts. It says many times over she did not want to speak to someone. It could have been the daughter or a female, a water sign female, but doesn't want to speak to her. It says she never wanted to speak about this woman ever again. She never wanted her to call her, text her, or even ring her again after they had words. It says someone here wants to call a police involved to try and locate the person or even speak to them online, or maybe even see if they've got a job or something that can help them. It says it's not going to be that easy, but someone needs to speak to this woman to find out how far she can go to help herself look into her fortune or her family heritage. It says some of you need to gift this woman and don't know how to speak to her. When will I get hold of her? Because she never knew I had something for her and I didn't want her to know. I realized I didn't want her to know when I was bothered about it. It could be the Cancerian that was bothered about it, but apparently he was meant to give someone a home, a house, or some type of inheritance. It says now he realizes he doesn't need to give anyone anything because he can sit there and allow the situation to unfold. But 1 week later, 2 days later, a job could come through or something could come through to help someone get a hold of someone, or maybe even murmur that they can find the person. It does say nothing set in stone with the family located abroad. It does say people live abroad. So when the person realizes that these family members are no longer in the same country as this mind that's trying to liberty take on the universe, or even in a brain mentality of his own, because he's trying to warn these people that there's not going to be a way for him to find or locate the family member. Okay. It does say he wants to know when you are going to speak to him to try and find out if she's going to come forward and speak to him. It does say he wants to speak to her, but he doesn't know how to speak to her without her calling. He realized that he doesn't want to speak to her, but he knows he wants her to come forward and say some truths, or even mimic her and laugh at her and make fun of her. He doesn't know which way to go, so he's making fun of her right now and using your energy to communicate this. He doesn't know when he will come forward or even shout at her or tell her off. It doesn't even make sense why he wants to. He just wants to laugh and make fun. He will never know why he's gifting someone or even helping them if he can't afford to, or maybe even see that he wants to, as he never wanted to. And he knows now not to speak because he does not want to. Wow. It does say bad news for this man, because he keeps laughing and making fun of this earth sign female. She's the one that's hiding now and doesn't know how to support her mind with anything. She's got bad news, bad mood, bad energy, bad everything. She doesn't even know where to go with her mind and laughs at everyone and makes fun of them. She justifies that she doesn't want to feel sorry for anyone. She doesn't care about anyone, and she doesn't know how to support no one. She's given her worth away to anything other than the family, and she's going to continue to do so until the day she passes. It doesn't say it's good news, but it does say brilliant idea if you're not really that bothered. But it says some of you guys are really worried that this is happening, and it doesn't say it's going to harm anyone but you. And it says sometimes you have to see something unfold naturally. No one is bothered about why this man here couldn't give you more information. Why is he not telling you what's going on? It says bad brotherly love could be there, or someone that doesn't want to help you. It does say he never wanted to help you, and he's not going to want to help you, but he's trying to warn you, stop bothering him or looking for him or trying to leave things alone in his mind to forgive. He doesn't need to forgive you and doesn't want to forgive you, but he's trying to warn himself that he's not communicating with you and he doesn't want to hear from you. He leaves you to wonder why though. But are you realizing that you're not going to get anywhere with him? It does say concerns are there with people though. Are you aware that you fathered someone else? It does say justice is concerned with a Libra, but it doesn't say you're even bothered about the Libra. The Libra is someone that you wouldn't want to get involved with, or you try to warn yourself it's not going to be the type of friend or family member you want to justify as a friend or a person that you want to say hello to. It's not really going to helpfully justify what you need either. It's always sorting it out with your wonderful sister, the water sign one that you want to see. It does say when you realize that she's not in the mood to speak to you, you're not really that bothered, but you want to know what happened to her or her father or her lover or even people around her. You just want to know. It doesn't say it's worth knowing though, Pisces. And some of you guys are forgiving yourself for what you did, but not sorry that you helped her feel miserable. Oh dear. Let's see what's going on with work for Pisces. This work is magnificent. It does say blessings are there for you working and looking forward to your home, your family, and people around you. Going home is a jobless ending. It does say many times over you sweat, or you even work hard, or you look for things to do when it comes to your mind and support that with your poor family, or even your family that are giving you time after time tiredness, or maybe even telling them that you're there for them but you can't always be there for them, but you are. And even telling yourself that you've got to help them at times but you just don't know how, when you've got 14 more years of karma coming to your mind, or things that you've got to do. It says some of you guys are dealing with something that you felt like is not going to be over. 14 years of karma. It does sound like you have dished out information to the job search, or maybe even someone's energy to stop them getting good karma. It does say warning signs are there for you to realize it's not you, but someone else is trying to dish out information. It does say judgment day for you and a person. This person may not even speak to you, but she's quarreled with herself on what she's doing to harm you or her family. She could be an air sign person. Okay. It does say when this air sign person realizes she's not as powerful as she thought, she's never going to give herself enough time to wonder if she's got great news. It says she feels like her child is under scrutiny or attack or wants to harm them. It does say wonderful things could happen if you heard it. Not really blessed energy, because the problem is that you never liked your sister or even your friends or your family members, but sometimes you want to hear that they're well. At times you wouldn't even want to care whether she's well or not. It does say she realizes she doesn't want to hear from you. She just knows that she's cursed you or put you under your mind about things, and she realizes that she's got problems mentally. She doesn't know how to get dressed or even look up to herself or even feel that great news is coming to her. She warns herself anyone else is going to go through this problem too, and she's probably given herself bad moods right now. She does study many times over things in her mind and doesn't know how to support everything, but she's wondering where it's going with her work or even her money or even family members' money and their work. She realized that she shouldn't have said something, or she shouldn't have done something, or she calmed down one day and said, well, she's going to open up and see how she can bless you or even lessen the stress for you. It does say many times over she's not going to give you good karma though, and she laughs at you, and a five-minded person or a family member around you that laughed at her. It says warning signs are there for the earth sign. Are you dealing with her? Because I would never want to deal with you if you're dealing with this earth sign woman. It says the air sign. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot. What's going on with business for Pisces? It says business is going to be practical. You're working so smartly or doing a lot of work, but Judgment Day is also there for you. Certainly wouldn't want to regret it, and don't feel like you should. Just know that you feel down at this time trying to control many things that you were doing, or seeing that harm is coming to you or another female or another friend. It does say some of you guys feel like bad news is coming overall, and it doesn't say good luck for you and your father figure or your mother, or some of you guys that are dealing with friends or family members or even Judgment Day. It does say bad news for you all, and it doesn't say good news for anyone. It does say all this time you thought that a family member had good fortune. This person is going through poor judgment right now. You realize that it's not going to be good for you to get involved in their lives. It's never going to be good energy for you to come around if you've got poor judgment to give them, because the Judgment Day is coming through your energy, or it could come to you first, or maybe your energy is negative. It doesn't seem good or even feel good to the person that feels like you shouldn't come forward. It says you need to see who you are and move past this. I don't want to hear from you right now. I feel like nothing's set in stone, but people are calling me in my mind and telling me all kind of different things, and I don't want to hear from you. It says a water sign female doesn't trust anyone right now, or doesn't see good karma come to many people, or even see that people right now are going through problems. It says sometimes they're going through a lot of stress right now, or feel like there's some changes going on in the planetary existence or the universe, and they can't answer the phone or even see what's going on with their money. Right now they want to see what's going on with things around them, or seeing that good news is coming, but they can't answer the questions to you directly. Mercy is given to this person for all that she has done. Many times over she's not feeling well or doing well in herself, but she's trying to warn herself blessings can come. It doesn't say anything's going to change drastically, but does say drastic energy is there for her to murmur to herself or see that it can come. It says when she feels like she can change this mind game or even the mindful path that she's put everyone on, it says no one's saying that it's her. She should not have to go through bad news or bad luck. Everyone's joining in and saying this. It's not her. No one knows why she said something so harshful to you, or maybe even in your mind at times you realize that you're not the one that should feel like you're down or depressed. It says some of you are poorly judged or even put under scrutiny or attacked in your mind. It says no one should feel this way, but bothersome energy is there with you and Leo, or the Leo didn't like it or didn't want to hear bad news. It says Scorpio doesn't want to hear bad news for all of you, or trust that good news can come to anyone. At times they do want to see good news come, but they're not always the answer to the universal curses or people around you. It says the problem is the universe right now is going through something, and it doesn't say it looks nice for everyone, but it will change in the November months ahead. Okay, let's see what's going on with oh, wait a minute, something else is coming out. It does say walking away from class A drugs, or committed to sex, or maybe even murder, or even sentences, or sometimes even passionate problems, or even problematic situations is the answer for you all. Sometimes you just got to realize you got to walk away and leave the situation to unfold. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your love life, Pisces. Pisces is dealing with a lot of stress. It does say arrogance is there for people seeing that bad news can come to them. It does say blaming someone is never going to be the answer, but what if it's going to happen? We are all going under, or everyone's going under attack. It says warning signs are there. People are feeling this bad energy, or everyone is going through something. It says mentally stressed out people like you, Pisces, are not going to live this one out. If you don't get good karma, you don't get good karma. I warn you that I push the energy, and I don't want to hear that I'm not. Someone could be controlling this. This could be God. This could also be, you know, planetary movements. It could also say that it's judgment for people, or maybe even a person that wants to control something, or maybe even a father figure or a dad that's warning everyone to trust in their love life and stop beating it or even hurting it or telling off people, even showing people that it's under attack. It does say many of you are doing this, but it doesn't say it's easy when the evil energies are out there trying to curse the world too. It does say many times over things are changing, but people do know that things can get better. It does say your lover here is not communicating with you, or some of you guys are dealing with stress in your commitments. Okay, could be dealing with a Taurus, but some of you guys realize it's not always going to be worth seeing this. And it does say you have good news. If you're sorting out things with Sagittarius, things could change or understand what's going on. Maybe even if you're dealing with Capricorn, Capricorn can make you hear yourself or even understand things that you were doing. It doesn't say blessed energy all the time, but you can see that problems can subside. It does say sometimes you can realize that things can move on, but not always change completely, and you're worried. At this time, you could be worried or stressed or feeling found in a eviction notice, or maybe even a problematic situation. Some of you are dealing with wrath and really feel like bad news is there. So some of you are really feeling punished for whatever's going on, but no one knows why. Okay, it does say there's someone holding back their feelings and is working on the world, or even working on certain countries, or maybe even seeing that it's probably just not really worth talking about. It does say things are changing for you overall. Okay, it does say you can see that there's good karma coming in, but there's also messages sent out that it's not the time to speak about it. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is going on. So some of you, God really wants to know what's going on with you all. All right. Anything else? It says laughing at anyone is not going to be helpful to anyone. It doesn't say that it's going to be good for anyone to laugh or make fun of anyone. It's not good. Stop laughing at people. It says many times over, Pisces could have been the one, but it does say Aries has been the one laughing at everyone or making fun of them or changing their mind about people or making fun of everyone. Don't know why, but this energy is really causing havoc. It does say many times over, Cancerian could be the answer, but you don't really want to know why. It does say bad news if they're wishing for you to die or even chase your dreams and then feel like it's not going to work out. Some of you are getting good karma and some of you are not. Okay. Says you will realize blessings come in the end. Just try to work on who you are and stop worrying. It does say female energy here doesn't really know what she's saying, but she always tells herself this until she sees it. It does say air sign female feels like it could happen, but warning you, if it's coming from some of you guys as family members, it may not be the one that you thought it could be with. So some of you guys are timing the situation to see how it can work out or who with. Doesn't always say it's a friend or a family member, but warning signs are there all over this woman that she's got to gift good energy out to people one day. Doesn't say when or how, but it's got to happen. Okay, let's see what's going on with singles. Singles are not doing so great right now. They want to see friends or happy families there, but not really burden themselves over the time spent alone. Just want to see good karma and laugh and have fun. Most definitely fun. More time to have fun. It does say great news can come to you when you're doing this, and see that blessings can come to you. Love life is suffering at times, but you don't realize it or don't really want to know that it's a bad thing. Just see it is, but don't really warn yourself that you're trying to harm yourself with the energy. So sometimes you want to help someone, but you can't really help them. At times you just don't know which way to go with people talking or attacking others. It's not going to be ideal. Everyone is addressing situations in their own way or dining in their mind about things they want to do or eat or drink or go out or have fun. All right. Let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. Relationships are really digging their heels in right now. having sexual intercourse, or really helping each other to understand what's going on, not really selling themselves to anything else other than that. Really want to be helpful to your time or your energy, or even your partner at times. You do. It does say great decision if you're working on this, and good decisions can come to you if you're blessing your energies onto yourself or even your person. Sometimes it really makes you feel sad or weak that you're doing this though. So sometimes your family don't really want to hear you, or your person's not really interested, but at times you just wonder if you can support them anyway. So some of you really feel certain that nothing's set in stone, but people are coming in to tell you that nothing's going to worry you. At times it's going to worry you when you feel like there's worries, but it doesn't always say there is worries. You've just got to address the situation or give yourself calmer, no more. Okay, create a nice atmosphere for yourself. It does say feelings are there for you to feel like your feelings are being heard or met or even seen. At times you just wonder if you can be heard. At times, sometimes you just want to listen to yourself or even your partner. Sometimes your partner doesn't want to listen to you though. Okay, let's see what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Gemini. I feel Gemini's energy. Let's see what's going on with marriage couples. Marriage couples do not want to hear bad news. All of you are getting dressed up, going out at times, or even seeing that you don't really go more than you want to. Like you don't really go much places, or you do. Sometimes you're homebodied, or you feel like you're stuck, or maybe you feel like the situation is making you feel mad that you've got to be at home, or maybe even feel like friends are not helping you out, or at times your person's not really the one you want to spend time with. Okay. Sometimes 45 years or more can help gift you great news. It says some of you are dealing with a Gemini that feels like she's in the existence for over a decade, or feels like she's got blessed energy, or maybe there's someone here that feels like they've got great news. Doesn't really help you though. And it does say sometimes a woman wants to speak up for herself or can't, or even call out to you and can't. Some of them are not really helping you though, or even want to voice their opinion to you. Some of you guys are dealing with someone else outside your marriage that wants to call you or text you or even read you or even speak to you or even send you images or messages or even time a situation. Maybe you got a nuisance person around you. It says some of you are dealing with people that are getting on your nerves, but at times you just see that blessed energy can come and you send it away and live your life. Okay. Maybe you don't send I don't know. So sometimes you do send blessed energy away, but sometimes you're not. At times you realize who's who, and you don't want to send out blessed energy to people that are being detrimental to you. It does say many times over, if you are feeling like you are sad or lonely when you are dealing with Scorpio, tell them you're not bothered, or do tell them that you have happiness. Sometimes Scorpio energy is not the one that's harming you. You realize that it's not really the person that you need to speak to, but government officials can be the answer as well at times. It does say sometimes even your love life can be burdensome because of things that are going on in the world. Word of advice, never speak about them, but it does say blaming someone else is never going to be the answer. Worldly events can sometimes affect your mood. It does say many times over, if you're speaking to someone, you have to see them in good karma, not speaking about good people or bad people. At times you're speaking a lot of bad into the universe because of trends or people around you. Sometimes you've got to look into why this is happening. All right, so let's see what's going on. So Spirit is saying there's universal things going on, you know, worldly things, countries, societies, communities. Let's see what's going on with individuals. What's going on with individuals? What's going on with, I'm also hearing the word. I'm also hearing the word Isis. Isis. It does say Isis is a very sensitive subject, but Isis is very good news right now for some of you guys that need to liberty take or even take advantage or look for karma coming or look for blame no more. Okay, I'm hearing the word Isis. Right, let's see what's going on with Aries. What's going on with Aries and Pisces? Aries is not going to speak, but they will when they're ready. They're just not timing the situation right now. They want to, but they just don't know what to say. Okay, let's see what's going on with Taurus and Pisces. Pisces doesn't want to hear from Pisces. In fact, negative energies is something they want to see. Blaming someone right now is something they want to see. But caution, they just don't know if they can acquire to someone's taste or even recollect what's going on. Okay, let's see what's going on with Gemini and Pisces. Pisces doesn't want to be heard at all, says Gemini. If you talk to me, I'm going to harm someone. Don't speak to me. Okay, let's see what's going on with Cancerian and Pisces. Pisces does not want to speak to no Pisces about anyone or anything. At this time, they feel like bad news is coming with the energies that they're giving off. At times, they feel like even Pisces is not going to be good to them. But it does say, warning, if you do want to see that something comes to you, you've got to say sorry, or maybe even see great news comes. It says some of you are dealing with Pisces energy or Cancerian energy, and Cancerian is not dealing with you right now because they're putting you under their thumb and they're calling out messages or negative hell menaces to come and eat you alive, or even telling you off or doing something dirty behind your back. Oh, what's going on with Leos and Pisces? Leos does not want to hear that they're in a problem with someone, and they don't want to hear that they're always in a negative vibe with someone else. It says they blame someone so much and they realize that they didn't need to do it, but it says, poor you shouldn't have blamed us. It does say when you get this, you're going to give yourself time to realize you shouldn't have been there alone, or maybe you are there alone. Are you home? Are you there? Really wanting to know if they can come back to you or even see you as a friend. It does say sometimes they want to know if you're there or want to come around, but they don't know if you're going to be a friend to them. Okay, let's see what's going on with Virgo. Virgo doesn't want to help you. They do know that they can try and support you, but they lie a lot or even tell the truth sometimes when they feel like it, but lie too often for you to be a friend. Let's see what's going on with Libra. Libra does not want to say hello to you. They do not care about you, but at times they want to see how are you doing. They just want to know what's going on with you, what's going on with Scorpio. Scorpio does want to speak to you. At times they do. They just know that it's not going to be good for you to hear everything that they've got to say. Even when you're hearing what you want to hear on your own, it doesn't say bad news is coming to them. They just leave you to deal with what's going on with you. What's going on with Sagittarius? Sagittarius is not going to be good for you at all. It's not really good for you to hear what's going on with them when they're trying to warn you that something is coming to them and they don't want to hear it. Okay. What's going on with Capricorn and Pisces? Poor Capricorn doesn't want to hear from you, doesn't want to deal with you. Know that bad news is there. One of these weeks they're going to see bad news come for you. They don't want to hear it, but they just know it, and they don't need to hear from you today. Okay, what's going on with Pisces and Aquarius? Pisces does not want to deal with Aquarius. Aquarius dumped them or even listened to them the other day and heard something that they shouldn't have, or maybe even spoke to them about something that they shouldn't have. Definitely just don't want to listen to each other today. Or maybe even Pisces doesn't want to hear too much about Aquarius more these days than usual, because Pisces and Aquarius are not seeing eye to eye, or not seeing that there's convinced energy to agree upon. Okay, let's see what's going on with Pisces and Pisces. Pisces never wanted to hear that bad news was coming to a wonderful woman, or even spending time when they felt like bad news was coming. Warning signs was there to struggle. At times they didn't even realize that they had bad news, but sometimes they realize they've got clear understanding to deal with the situation. They wouldn't want to keep lying to themselves, though. At times you may want to lie to yourself, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you realize that you're clarifying something that should have happened or it shouldn't have. Maybe you curse yourself or put a spell on yourself or told yourself that it would never work out. At times you would never want to see that great news comes, but you have to warn yourself that you're changing or looking forward to better news. Why wouldn't you speak about it? Deal with us today, it says. Scorpio energy is there for you to help yourself with, or even see that problems could subside. When you realize that you're dealing with good karma, you can move past it, but at times you don't want to. Sagittarius also doesn't want to see that Scorpio is in a bad way. So nothing's going to help you right now, Pisces, if you don't see great news. One day you will have to realize good news is there, but warning signs are there to tell you that you have to change, move forward, or see that blessed energy can come to you. All right, let's see what's going on with romance angels. Okay, wedding. This situation involves marriage for some of you guys, or maybe even commitments. Let's see what's going on with your other angel messages, or maybe even court dealings. See what else is going on. All right, it says steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contributions you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Okay. Someone wants to call you out, or maybe you want to call someone out. And I'm hearing harming someone else is not the answer. Okay, it says gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Okay, I'm hearing cause for concern as well. And letters written out, or letters given out, or in tune, or something about bad news coming to someone that can't hear someone else. Okay. Something about a father figure as well. Yeah, universal messages. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflicts into growth, and fear into love. Okay, let's see what's going on with angel numbers. 7, 21, 55, 59, 57, number 9, number 6, number 50, number 40, number 54, and number 11. That's your reading, Pisces. I will speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.